welcome back to my YouTube channel. I'm creating a quick room tutorial for you guys since many of you requested it. So like and subscribe if you're new. If you're not new, you've been subscribed, hi, you get another greeting. And that's what you get when you subscribe to me. Yes, that's stolen from a really popular YouTuber. But okay, so first part of the room, we've got my makeup station. And at my makeup station, we've got the 6 purposes of government. What? Okay. Let me explain what those 6 purposes of government are.
So, we got forming a perfect union, which is to bring the country and its people together more than before and ensuring their protection and freedom. An example would be presidential inaugural speeches. Next, we got establish justice, which is to make sure there are consequences, accountability, and protection of rights among the people. An example would be court cases when people are arrested and charged for crimes. Ensuring domestic tranquility, which is peace between citizens/states. An example would be the USA Patriot Act that enforced law and prevented terrorist attacks. Provide for the common defense is to provide for the military and the protection of the people and property. And an example would be funding towards the military to protect our nation. Promoting the general welfare would be to care for the citizens' well-being. And an example would be environmental regulations. And last, to secure the blessings of liberty is to protect the freedom and rights of the people and future American citizens. And an example would be people being accused of a crime and still having their rights preserved. An example is the right to a public and speedy trial.
We're back. This is my dog. And she is, distracting me from me, supposed to be doing my vlog. But next, we've got my desk. I don't actually do schoolwork on here. It's just there. But here we've got the 5 main philosophers. What? It's crazy. Okay, I'll tell you what the 5 main philosophers are.
The first philosopher we're going to talk about is Niccolo Machiavelli. His theory on government is to set aside ethics of justice, honesty, and kindness, and to essentially be bad and wicked. Today, he reflects politicians, our founding fathers, and the difference between public and private virtue. Thomas Hobbes, he believed in a powerful government because humans are essentially greedy. Today, there are very many powerful government systems that keep people in order and in control. John Locke believed that humans are not essentially greedy, unlike Thomas Hobbes, and he believed that they should be able to have a voice and overthrow their government or leader to protect their rights, especially if the government or the leader is bad. And we see his beliefs through protesting and advocacy, being able to vote, etc. Montesquieu believed in government power and how it should be separated by 3 classes of the monarchy, the aristocracy, and the commons. And today we see that through, for example, our government and the separation of powers and the 3 branches. Last and not least, we have Jean-Jacques Rousseau. He believed in direct democracy, that people were essentially good, but government corruption ruins that goodness, and that people should not have to depend on representatives for the will of the people. And today, Switzerland is the closest to a direct democracy because there are not any true direct democracies today.
She left me. It's okay then. She's being a bug. Dogs. Anyways. Next, in my room, I've got my dresser. Quite messy, I'm not gonna lie. So in my drawer, one of my drawers, I've got the 4 features of a state. What? Let me explain.
So, the first one we got is population, and that is the group of people who are the members of a citizens of a state. So that would be like the amount of people in Portland, the amount of people in Michigan, the amount of people in America, but this is in the case of a state. Territory is the area in which state rule applies. Sovereignty is the ability to rule absolutely within a territory, and then government is the organization inside a state that controls the actions and policies of the state.
That's over. In my sock drawer. All my fuzzy socks are in there. We have the 4 theories of the origin of state. Let me tell you about those.
First, we have the evolutionary theory, which means that we've moved on from having governments that are led by the head of the family. The force theory is an area of people in charge of an individual or group of people and is usually strong over the weak. Like invasion, that would be an example. Divine right theory, leaders are chosen by God or other religious / certain deities. And then the social contract theory is against the divine right theory and states that citizens submit to state authority and to keep order.
Just a little conclusion from, my dresser. And the 2 things we discussed, I am going to pull out one of the theories and provide a historical example based on that theory that we pull out. So, little mix. Force theory. Let's talk about a historical example.
So one example of force theory, and force theory is essentially in the name, government obtained by force. An example would be British rule over the colonies, and also when Rome invaded Italy.
Hi, folks. Okay. Next part of my room is this dresser. It's my long dresser. And that's my, oh, no, don't look at my Netflix password. Anyways, so, here we've got all my jewelry, headbands, perfume over there because I used it this morning. Yeah, a bunch of stuff here, and most importantly, we've got Tom Holland and a Tom Holland action figure, and we got the 5 forms of government. What? Let's talk about this.
So I chose 5 examples. I chose autocracy, which is one person in power, and it includes the characteristics of a monarchy or a dictatorship. And there's like kings and queens. Oligarchy, which is a small group of people of power, and only noble families could participate in politics. A junta, which is small groups of people, usually military officers, then take over by force. Theocracy is recognition of God or a divine being as the ultimate authority, and in a constitutional monarchy / parliamentary, they share power with other parts of government.
Glasses back on, but so the last part of my room. There's many parts to my room, but they're messy. You're not gonna go in my closet because it's scary in there, like terrifying. But the last part of my room, probably my most favorite part. And it kind of resembles my favorite part of this unit. But my bed. I have a Tom Holland pillow. All my stuffed animals. My favorite is Ellie the elephant. And we also got the 5 limits of government. Kind of represents how the bed limits me from getting up and being active, productive, and kind of doing my schoolwork. I'm getting better though, but yeah, nice little pun there. Not pun, but I'm rambling. But 5 limits of government. Let's talk about it.
So the first limit of government is constitution. It is the rulebook to a government and essentially lists how laws are made, our rights and responsibilities, and how the government is supposed to function overall. Rule of law is laws are fair, they're enforced, and nobody is above the law. And the importance being that everyone, and I mean everyone, has to follow it, providing order and sense of peace and knowing that corruption will be prevented. Separation of power is when we divide power among the branches of the government. This keeps one single group or individual from gaining power over others. Last, we have consent of the governed, which is when we give the governed / citizens permission and a say in being governed, and it is performed by voting, and we can change the government and even the constitution for the good of the people. And last but not least, we have rights of the minority, which is protecting the rights of small or unpopular groups regardless of what the majority believes, and it promotes equality and fairness amongst our nation.
That concludes my room tour and kind of a tour around Unit 1 government. I hope you guys enjoyed. Please like and subscribe. I need to pay my bills. Thank you so much. I'm doing a giveaway for this avocado. Yeah. Thank you. Like and subscribe. Comment down below any suggestions. Yeah. Have a good day, folks. Have a good day.